I'm Dan.
And I'm Dudley.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Welcome. Hello, welcome.
Are you amused?
Yes.
But no one else is.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah, that's good.
It's one of those weeks.
Yeah, you seemed grouchy this week. Do
Do
you wanna talk about it?
There's not much to talk
Yeah.
about.
Do you just
I'm
wanna
just-
you wanna get it out, Dudley? Get the system out.
Eh,
Air grievances.
There's no grievances. Just meh.
Just
It's
your
a
general
meh
consensus
week.
on life is meh.
Meh.
Well,
Eh.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah. Well, it was one of the things that early in the week I was kind of like trying to find some game to play, and
Yeah.
I couldn't decide on anything to play, and I wanted to play at all, and I kind of burned out on Ark.
Yeah.
And then I started playing No Man's Sky this week,
Yeah.
which is has a lot of similar features as Ark.
Well, it didn't originally.
I don't know.
But-
I've only played it. I played
Yeah.
it very briefly way back when it first
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah.
and then,
All the building stuff not there when I was playing it a
Yeah.
lot.
so there's a lot of the mechanics has a lot of similarities to Ark in that you're gathering materials and building things and exploring and researching, and except instead of dinosaurs you have random weird creatures.
Yeah. That kind of look like dinosaurs.
They're kind of dinosaur-esque.
Like if someone just made up dinosaurs.
Yeah. And it's fine. It's a
Procedurally.
fun game. I just yeah.
Why are you yawning?
Well, it's late.
It's not that late.
It's late for
It's not
me.
that late.
By the time we get done with this, it's my bedtime. Yeah, and so it didn't really hold me, and I kind of done with it. Well, not done with it. I just kind of just didn't care to keep playing,
Yeah.
and I might go back to it, but
Yeah.
I need something different, and I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
Okay.
So
Well, I told you what you should be playing.
Hades.
Yes, because that's what I've been playing.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Hades. Usually at night before I go to bed, I've been playing it, and partly because it's kind of a fun game to play
Yeah.
before you go to bed, and then also Eden. Who
Didn't you say that it hooks you and you end up staying until late?
Yeah,
Because-
sometimes.
So that's not a good quality for a
No,
game that
it's
you
fine.
want to play
It's
before
fine.
bed.
It's
The next
fine.
thing you know, it's 1 in the morning. And
It
you
is
should've
not. I
been-
don't go that late.
Uh-huh.
But
How
it's-
late on average?
Oh, 11, midnight.
1?
Not 1. I never go 1. I've not gone to 1. Usually
Yet.
it's like 11:30. I say.
You haven't gone to 1 yet.
I don't think I will. My eyes get dry after the
Uh-huh.
LASIK. My eyes get dry at the end of the day, so it's kind of hard to keep playing past that too late. Stop yawning.
I'm tired, man.
I've been playing a lot of Hades.
Uh,
And therefore, the while where there's different areas and stages or I don't know what-
levels.
No, I mean they're not levels. I mean because there's rooms that are called encounters. So you go into a room of a space and you have to kill everything and fight everything that shows up in that room before you can move to the next room. And,
So it's like a progression. One room
yeah.
to the next.
Well,
like,
and you get to choose which room.
levels.
Well, sort of. But there's also branching part because sometimes you have a choice of door 1 or 2, and it tells you what you.
You say Hodor?
door.
You sound like you said Hodor 1 or
No,
2.
I said door 1 or 2, and
Hodor.
it shows you on the symbol what your reward. Once you clear that next room, so you can kind of say, "Oh, I need more keys. This next room will give me keys. I'll pick that one, or coins, or whatever you're trying to gather." I've been playing it a lot. I got to the point where I was using the shield,
Yeah.
like Captain America, which was pretty awesome. And then I got all the way to the boss of the first area,
Yeah.
and I've gotten past her about 3 times, maybe. And then got into the next area, but usually I didn't get that far into it before I got killed. And had to start over again.
Yeah.
Well, I unlocked the next weapon, which I thought, I really like the shield. I don't know if I want to change to something else.
Yeah.
And I went and unlocked the next weapon and saw what it was, and it's a pair of fists.
Like you just you just hold some fists.
No, it's like gloves, like
Fistful of
gauntlets.
fists.
And it's like you're running around as a monk, basically,
Uh-huh.
in D&D. And you just flurry up blows. And so I was like, and as someone who loves playing monks in D&D, I was super excited about it.
Yeah.
And I started using the dash ability a lot more,
Mhm.
and like dash strikes and stuff. And I got a bunch of upgrades that helped my dash and my dash strike. So I was getting stuff where when I dash, it strikes nearby enemies with lightning because the power I got from Zeus.
Yeah.
And I also got another one that when I think when I kill bad guys, it strikes. People get struck by lightning.
So
I
you have a
double
lightning monk.
Yeah, I have a lightning monk who also, when I take damage, if I dash immediately after taking damage, I heal some of that damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like bouncing around like a crazy person, just hitting everything.
Yeah.
And just,
As monks will do.
yeah, it's just burning through. I burned through the first area, beat the boss, went into the next area, went all the way through it to the boss for that area, which I had never got to before. Stop yawning
Sorry,
in the mic
I'm
at least.
listening. I'm listening. I'm just
At least
tired.
turn your head when you yawn.
It's fine. No one can hear it.
I can hear.
You can hear it because you're looking at me.
No, that doesn't make. That's not how sound works.
That's exactly how sound works.
Then no one would hear us.
It's okay.
Um,
They're looking at their phones. It transmits.
no. So I got all the way to the second area boss, which was like a big snake thing, like a what they call it.
Spoilers.
It's like a bone snake thing, a hydra or something. I don't know.
That's not a snake. That's a dragon.
Yeah, whatever. It's like a dragon snake thing. Fought it, got through, beat it like first try. Even though like it took me like 3 or 4 tries to beat the first boss of the first area.
Yeah.
But I just like went through that, went into the next area, and was just like fighting things I'd never seen before. And I went a long way before I finally got killed. I did it so much on the first run with the fifth. That I got enough
what you're
resource-
telling me is when you're using fist, you last longer.
Yeah. So
You got more stamina
um
when you're fisting.
so I did enough that I got enough keys to unlock the last weapon that the infernal arms, they're all called.
The last one, like there's no more after it.
I mean you can upgrade these in some way. Like every time you get so far in each one it tallies you get a thing called Titan's blood, I think, or something like that. Every time you get one with a certain weapon, and once you get so many, it can upgrade them. But the last weapon, can you guess what it is? I think I told you already.
You already told me.
I already told you,
can-
so don't
I
guess.
could guess, and I could guess.
Pretend
right.
you don't know.
I know.
Forget it. Clear your mind.
It's
Clear your mind, Dudley.
I'm gonna guess.
Clear your mind.
It's cleared. It is a gun.
Yeah, it's a gun.
Oh, I can't believe I got it right.
I know. It's like a rifle, like not a rifle, like a weird. I don't know what it looks like,
Is it an
but
assault rifle.
no,
Is
it
it
doesn't
a
look like
semi-automatic?
I mean, it is. You shoot. You have 12 rounds, and you can just and
Is that what guns do?
Yeah.
Thank you for the sound.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a gun was until you made the noise.
Yeah. It shoots it rapid fire, and you have 12 rounds before you have to reload.
Like a
So
gun.
I had to use another button that I learned about. I had to press it on the joystick that's how you reload, because none of the other weapons have to reload.
Yeah.
And then the alternate fire is the special attack is you launch a grenade, which does an area effect, like it hits a whole region. And so today I was playing it again, going through with the gun, which I don't like as much as the shield or the fist.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be pretty powerful.
Yeah.
But not as good as the shield or the fist, in my opinion.
Yeah. I just had an idea, and I lost my dongle. You discuss while I grab the power cable because I can't hear anything.
You're the one who led with. I have an idea.
I have an idea.
What am I supposed to do with that, Dudley? Your timing is terrible.
Do what you will. I need your USB port.
Oh, I was gonna say, part of the reason I've been playing a lot late before I go to bed is because Eden enjoys watching me play it.
She likes to watch.
She likes to watch. She really enjoys watching me play this game, and in fact, I've been like laying in bed. I was both laying in bed, and I'm just like dicking around on my phone, right? And she's kind of like, "Are you
dicking around on your phone?"
Yeah, she's just
like, "Hey, quit dicking around on your phone.
Yeah,
get that switch out."
Yeah, she's just
I like to watch.
She's kind of been like, "Hey, are you gonna play a game before you bed?"
You're
gonna,
yeah.
And I'm like, "Do you want me to?" It's like, "Well, if you want to." And I'm like, okay. And so I play, and she watches it, and usually falls asleep while I'm playing it. I'll be playing, and I've been playing for a while, and I look over, and she's out.
I could understand her sentiment right now.
Yeah. She passes out super easily. Like, I thought I could sleep anywhere really quickly. She beats both of us.
Yeah.
Like, mid-sentence, I'm talking to her. Mid-sentence, I'm asking her a question, and then I'm like, I look, and she didn't respond, and I look over, and she's just out. We were literally just having a conversation. 2 seconds later, she's asleep. And I'm like, okay. She sleeps easy.
You're good. It's not her, Dano, it's you.
Oh,
You are so uninteresting.
Oh, is that the case?
Like, I can't believe this is how he plays this game. I'm so bored. Fell asleep. No. My idea.
Okay.
Is the whole time you're talking about Hades and you're throwing out terms for the game and everything, and I know nothing about the game because I haven't played it.
Yeah.
And it gave me the idea. It's like I could just make up a whole bunch of crap about a game that's not true at all, and just tell you about it at some point. And if
so
you
now you're telling me what you're gonna do.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I just say it'd be funny if I'll sit here.
That's the best thing to bring up at a podcast where you're trying to be amusing. Is tell the idea of something that would be funny.
I think it'd be funny.
You know, it'd be really funny.
And one day it will happen.
If I told a joke.
No. What's gonna happen is I will get a new game. You will have not played it.
Okay.
And I will start describing it. And using nonsense words.
Okay.
As if it's really part of the game.
Okay.
And you'll be shaking your head going, yeah. And then the people who have played the game will go, this makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. That's really funny, Dudley.
I think it'll be hilarious. I don't know when it'll happen.
We should make a new segment called, tell the
talk
bit.
About a joke that I'll never return to.
Yeah, like we'll call it tell the bit.
Tell the bit.
And then you just tell us what your bits you're thinking about.
I have
and
lots
you're like,
of
this would be a great bit.
I could fill an hour.
Yeah.
Probably me too. I talk about
more bits than I actually do.
I have ideas for jokes more than I actually have jokes.
Yeah. And so I'm glad.
Well, you were saying all these terms for the game. I'm like, okay, I'm sure that means something to somebody. And so I was just like, it could be really easy. Or even if we did it, and people listen to the show, like, oh, I'm going to go check this game out. And then it had nothing to do with the actual game. They're like, what the fuck, I bought this game, and there's none of the, this
So what you're saying is that we just lie.
Start lying to our listeners.
It makes me feel like I did not do a good job explaining what the game Hades is.
You're fine.
Do you want me to back up?
No.
I can explain it to you?
No.
So you play the son of Hades.
You've covered
the
Hades.
Greek god. And you're trying to get out of Hades, the underworld.
We understand.
And by doing that, you're not allowed to leave because you're not supposed to leave hell.
Much like this conversation.
And so you're fighting your way up through the levels of hell. And fighting the bosses, if you will, who are trying to stop you.
Moving on.
And you use various legendary weapons, infernal arms.
Including a gun.
Including a gun.
That's very legendary.
You get help from the other Greek gods who imbue your abilities with powers of their own so that you can better fight things.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah. It's a roguelike.
Yeah, I understand it.
You feel more informed?
No.
It's not my fault, Dudley, that you're not listening.
No, I heard all this already.
Then what's the problem?
I'm not talking. I didn't say that. You were just being insecure.
I'm not being insecure.
It sounds
like you were saying, I don't know what you're talking about, therefore I must inform you.
No, I don't know some of the terms you're using.
Tell me which terms, and I will define them for you.
I don't remember. I don't listen to you.
See, again, you just said you listen.
The whole time you were talking, and you had used a few words, and I didn't know really. It's
I don't think this is a failing on my part.
No,
I
didn't say it was a failing. I said, while you were talking, I started thinking about this bit. And that's where my mind was. And I figured the listeners were listening to you. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking of humor that might come up later. Or never.
And so you tell us the bit.
Yes, because if I don't tell you, then nothing will ever come of it. And if I tell you, nothing might still come of it, but at least I've said something. It's not for not, Daniel. It's not for not.
We know you're not going to do it.
And we might do it.
But you're saying, I'm probably never going to do it, therefore, but I'm going to talk about it.
Yes.
That's kind of like doing it, but it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's kind of like doing it. We played another game of Clank Legacy.
I want to talk about something else first.
No, I wanted to move on. You've talked so much already.
I'm moving on.
I
got another game for my birthday.
I don't care. I want to talk about a game I played because you've spent so much time, and then we'll come back to your game.
Okay.
Your birthday
Fine.
that no one cares about.
We share a birthday.
I know, and no one cares. Do you feel like I'm just shitting all over you this week?
Yeah, I think you're just bringing your negativity into the show.
Probably. We played another game of Clank Legacy.
That's great.
It is. It's wonderful. You're just mad because you're not in it. With the cart rides, we haven't played in like 2 months. And come on, Daniel, engage a little bit.
No.
I pretend to engage.
No, you didn't.
You can pretend to engage.
I'm thinking of bits.
Good. Good. We can
Maybe I'll tell you about them.
Or I will just do them. Yeah, it would be good too.
You know, it's kind of like those jokes. Like, it was funny when you were there and you try to retell it.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
I avoid those.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. You tell stories about stuff that goes nowhere.
No, you don't let me finish it.
Because it goes nowhere.
No, it has an end. Usually I have a point, and you don't let me get to it.
Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. I already feel better this week already. Clank Legacy. We had an interesting game. We haven't played in like 2 months because, the world is chaos right now. And finally got together with the cart rides. And it did not go well for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was doing well.
That is unfortunate.
I was doing well, and then I got greedy. And so we're on the underground side.
Yeah.
And we have to get certain items.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give away too many details because it's a fun game and everyone should play it. But there's a part you do a thing and it puts you back in the center of the board basically. And so I wasn't far from getting out. I already got an artifact. I had the second biggest artifact, and I had already done well. I had a really solid deck and all that stuff. And I was throwing, I had a satchel that I had bought, and I was like, I want to grab another artifact. Well, the only ones were available were the 30, the biggest one, and the 15. And both were pretty far down below ground. And I was looking at my turn. Looking back, I could have just immediately left and been out of the game. Yeah. Like, I could have just used my moves and been gone. But instead, I took the carriage and went all the way to the bottom of the map, right next to the 30.
And then you got out with the 30?
No, I died immediately in the next turn.
Yeah. So, you were greedy?
I made poor decisions.
You dug too deep?
I went too deep.
Uh-huh.
Now, I did look at my cards. I had a terrible hand, but I had one draw card, which led to like 2 other draw cards. I actually went ahead and played my hand out to see if it what it would look like if I had made it around to me again. And I would have got above ground.
Yeah.
Had I left immediately.
So you got no points?
I got 0 points.
Did anyone else get above ground?
Did
anyone else die below ground?
Well, Jess died below ground.
So 2 of y'all didn't
So
get
2
in.
of us have 0.
So
we
you're
will
both
have
going to have
necrosis
necrosis
next round.
next round.
Yeah.
That's
Trey died, but he was above ground.
Yeah.
And then Brandy made it all the way out.
Well, good for Brandy.
And Brandy won.
Good for her.
I think it's the first one she's won, and maybe the first one she's gotten out. She hasn't got out in a while.
Yeah.
But she did well.
Well, good for her.
But she was playing mean. She got the card that makes everyone get clanks every time it comes up, and also got like 2 white cubes like right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. And white cubes are the ones that like when it gets drawn out of the bag, everyone takes damage.
Yeah.
And then it goes back in the bag.
Yeah, they're mean.
Yeah,
They're very mean. But yeah, Clank Legacy's good. That was game 7, so we're trucking through, and I'm hoping we'll be able to play a little more regularly again. But anyone who hasn't played any of the Clank games, they should.
Yeah,
which
really
I need you to do something for me.
No.
The new expansion for Clank is out. The regular Clank, the 5-6 player Clank.
Oh yeah.
You should get that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You own Clank.
I do.
You should get that expansion so we can do 6 players. Then you and your lady can play with the couples. We'll do a 6-player
We can
Clank.
do that. Yeah.
Because it's kind of interesting. I know it gives a bonus move in between your
otherwise
turns.
it'd take a long time to
Yeah.
go around.
And I can't remember exactly what. I think we talked about it on the show actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to try it. It's out. So yeah. All right, talk about your game. Let's
on
get
my
you
birthday,
in a little better.
like last week, I was talking about how Eden bought me Hades.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that was really nice of her. I was so excited. But then she was like, make sure you check your email on Monday. And I'm like, okay. I thought she was going to send me a card or something, whatever.
A video.
Maybe something a little special. But
And
it
you got
was.
neither of those things.
No, it was special. She got me Star Wars Squadron.
Yeah.
So Monday morning, I woke up, checked my email, and it was like, you've gotten a gift on Steam. And it was Star Wars Squadron.
Nice.
And I was like, awesome.
Nice.
So I installed it and hooked up my flight controls.
Yeah.
And played the first couple of missions. I had to do a lot of tweaking.
So you played for 5 minutes and then had to go change
I
all
had to
the
go
controls.
pause, change some buttons. And
Play
then
for another 5 minutes.
Also, like
change all the buttons.
Yeah, and it like you first get in the game, it's like press joystick the controller 1 button 11, and I'm like to do this. I'm like they're not labeled numbers.
Yeah.
I'm like I don't know which button, and then I'm like, is it that button?
Yeah.
Is it this
You
button?
need a diagram.
This button?
You
No,
need a
no. And I
diagram.
finally was like, oh yeah, this is 1, 2, this is 10, 11, 12, 13. That's these buttons, the directional one. And and then some of them are like, well, that's a weird spot to put this, and I'd go remap it.
Yeah.
And then so I was playing that way for a little bit, played the first few missions that way. Which,
Yeah.
After I got my control.
Oh, watch out.
I'm trying to take out the
The
microphone.
mic jumping at you.
After I got comfortable with the control and got it tweaked, I kind of went back and replayed the first 2 missions where I felt more comfortable, and I got into it. I was playing it a bit. But it also supports VR.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, well, I would like to try a VR version, but there's no way I'm going to try to do the flight controls with the VR.
You should.
I should, but not immediately. Until I get more comfortable with the controls, I'm not going to do that. And so I...
You having trouble hearing?
Yeah, I can't hear. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I just got my PlayStation controller out.
Yeah.
Connected it and got my Vive headset on, and I was like, and it feels really cool. Like you're sitting in, like I was sitting in an X-wing cockpit. And
Yeah.
I could look around.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at all the gauges now and everything, which you can do in normal mode, but
Yeah.
it just feels super immersive.
Yeah.
And I was just playing with the controller, which works really well.
Yeah.
And
then you proceeded to play for many hours.
no,
And
I played through one mission and I stopped and I'm like, man, I kind of have a headache. And I'm like, why do I have a headache? And I'm like, oh no, I'm getting motion sick.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. So I was like, I'm gonna stop now. And so I got out and I was just like, oh no. I was feeling a little heady, a little nauseous, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stop. And I drank some water and just kind of like sat for a bit. And just
Take some Dramamine.
Yeah, I was just like, oh wow, and like I I've gotten a little motion sick, and it wasn't that bad, but I could feel it. I'm like, if I keep playing, I might get sick. But I was just like, ooh. And it's, because it's a pretty fast pace. You're like zipping around and flying and looking around while moving. So, yeah, it can be a little, you got to be careful.
Some of those games you have to, I like the first time I played Alex, I had a little bit of headiness, but I never got sick.
Yeah.
But I, could feel.
Especially
but
you play
once
for a while.
Yeah, but you once you kind of get a feel for the game, you can kind of, you kind of get adjusted.
Yeah, because I'm also like figuring out buttons, like, oh, which buttons do this, and I'm like having to figure that out. And so I'm thinking about that a lot and not paying attention to how I'm looking around while I'm moving. And that's a lot of it. You got to be more conscious of when you move and if you're going full throttle and zipping your head around, you might get yourself a little sick.
Yeah, you gotta adjust how you're playing, so you don't get motion sick.
And so I didn't play anymore because of that. I was like, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna stop. So I don't know. I haven't decided when I go to play it again. And I was struggling a little bit because setting up the VR stuff is a bit of a headache sometimes. Like I had got it set up and I was trying to get it to pop up on the VR, and I was using a controller for the first time, so I was like bouncing between, well, why I can't hear, oh, why is my hearing not working, oh, but now I've lost videos, and now I'm trying to get my controller working and so I have to close the game, get the game back open, close it again, because the sound didn't switch right, and I'm juggling like 3 or 4 different things trying to get it going, so I was a little frustrated starting out, and then I got going, but I'm like, this shouldn't be I love the VR stuff. It's super immersive, but sometimes I'm just like, do I want to deal with the hassle of turning everything on, hooking everything up, and go?
You got your new desk. You rearranged your room a little bit.
I changed a lot of things.
So you had to adjust your space.
So I was reconfiguring all that, and so I was like,
so it's your own fault.
Yeah, and I'm having to take the visor off a couple of times, and then my hair gets between my face and the visor, and I'm like,
You gotta wear a headband, Daniel.
Yeah, I guess
when you're VRing.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah. I'm full of good ideas. Not great ideas.
You're full of
just
something.
Good ideas.
But so it's pretty fun. I like it. I mean, it's a Star Wars flight sim, basically.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm digging it. I want to play it some more.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot the last 2 days. Super Mario Picross, which is on the Nintendo Switch, the Super Nintendo emulator thing, whatever you call it, Super Nintendo app. That you can get for free. Well, I say free with the subscription of Nintendo Switch Online, and they added it, I think, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I've been playing it because I like Picross.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's all in Japanese. They didn't translate it at all.
Yeah.
Because it never was released in the U.S., so it's all in Japanese. And so at first I selected the first option on there, not realizing it was the tutorial.
Yeah.
And
I looked at it and I was like, there's some option I can't read, and then the next one says level 1.
Yeah.
So I just skipped straight to level 1.
Yeah, the first one is the instructions.
Yeah.
And introduction, and it's long, and it's all in Japanese. I have no idea what it's saying. Looking at the image, I kind of gather what it's showing you how to play Picross, but if you play Picross, it pretty much works the same way.
I jumped straight in. I was like, oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, and the regular Mario levels, you get an option at the beginning, which I have no idea what it says. I know what it does. It's like you can do a little bonus reveal, and it'll reveal 2 lines, or you can say no and start with a clean slate.
Yeah.
And so it pops up, has that option right at the beginning of each level, and so you have to switch over to no, or I assume it says no, it's in Japanese, I can't read it.
Yeah.
And it may say something else. I'm just picking that option to not help me, basically. And I've played through a bunch of them. I've already done the first 4 levels of Mario. I've started the 5th one, and there's a Wario section.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know what the sections were. I just kind of like, bump, bump, bump.
Well,
there's 2 menus, pick the level, go.
Yeah, so there's the first one, it's got Mario on it, and it's got all the levels. You have 4 levels on it.
Oh, okay.
Once you complete the first level, it unlocks the Wario set. And
Oh,
there's more on there, and there's Wario. And the playing is slightly different, because normally on the Mario you get 30 minutes, and you have to solve the puzzle.
okay.
With this one, the time goes up.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's it doesn't, you got unlimited time, but they tend to be harder,
Yeah.
it seems.
Yeah.
Seems to be a little more difficult level. So I
Yeah.
kind of bounce back and forth between the two. And it's been good. I've completed the first 4 for Mario, and like the I'm on the second one for Wario, and yeah. So it's pretty good if you like Picross.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an early version of it from the 90s.
Yeah.
But it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Um,
What was it on? What system was it on? I
it
guess
was
Super
originally
Nintendo.
a Super Nintendo
Okay.
game. It just didn't release in America.
Oh.
It released in Japan,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
it's strange.
Yeah.
But it's
I
good.
I bought a game that I only recently discovered.
Uh-huh.
I saw it and I'm like, this is interesting, and I was like, you want to play this?
Uh-huh.
And then like a day went by and I'm like, I think I'm gonna get this. You want to
Yeah.
get this and play?
Yeah.
And called Panoptic.
Panoptic, yes.
And the game is a 2-player game
Mm-hmm. Two
on
player
one
on one
sys-
pizza.
on one PC.
Yeah.
And the basic concept is one player sits at the computer playing on like a normal
Mm-hmm.
PC game. The other person plays with the VR headset.
Yes.
And the setting is that you're in this kind of, I don't know what you call it, a hive or
I don't
some
know.
kind of colony.
I don't know what the
Yeah,
context
you're,
of it
you're
is.
in some
Just
kind of
weird.
colony or something. And there's the overseer, which is played by the
VR
the
person.
VR person in VR, and they're this big floating thing that has this beam of light wherever they're
Giant
looking.
floating head.
Yeah, and they're basically just watching everything, and then the other player plays the outsider, who is someone pretending or looks like
All the NPCs.
all the NPCs, all of the members of the colony, the little ants running around, and so their whole thing is, they're trying to sneak through and deactivate these orbs, light orbs, to sabotage everything.
Yeah.
Well, and the overseer sees where they start and just tries to keep track of them, but you look the same as everything else.
Yeah, and you're
So-
just trying to blend in.
Yeah, so the overseer's just trying to find them and then zap them with a laser, which has a slow recharge, and also they have ways to like scan and see where the outsider's been.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically a game of cat and mouse.
Yeah, it's a cat and mouse hide and seek type game.
It's super
It's
fun.
pretty fun.
Like, we both got into it. Like,
Yeah,
we
we-
both got, like, there's some anxiousness of, like, trying to play it cool and act like just a normal dude walking around while the light of the overseer's, who's massive compared to you. It's like this huge looming
You
thing
just
that's
see this
coming,
glowing light.
the light beam shining wherever it's looking.
Mhm.
And sometimes we would get caught by each other, and sometimes we sneak around and get past each other.
It's pretty good.
It's a lot
we
of
would
fun.
play we'd play one and then switch.
Yeah.
And if you have a VR setup and you have someone else that wants to
Yeah.
play with it, I highly recommend it. It's only
Yeah.
$10.
It's $10 right now. I think it's normally 15 or
Oh,
something
okay.
like that.
I think it's
It's
worth
on
it.
sale right now.
I think you could get a group of people and really enjoy
it's
playing.
a lot of fun to play.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and
Yeah.
I wanted to play it some more tonight. In fact, I was going to show it to Eden, but we just didn't have time to check it out.
I think Jess would like it.
I think so. I think anyone
Um,
would get into it, just because I think it'd be fun to watch people play it.
Yeah, I
'cause,
think so too.
It's
It's still early access though.
is it really?
I think so.
Okay, I didn't realize
well,
that.
maybe it's not early access. I think they're still adding to it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's not early. It's
I was gonna
just-
say it seems like a pretty solid game, and we've got 3 levels.
yeah,
so far.
now,
I
I'm
think
not sure if there's more than that.
I'm not sure either,
but
but
the way I understand it is just like that there's not a whole lot of content in it yet, and but they should be adding more.
it's pretty good. I found myself wanting to play it more
Yeah,
the last couple day or so.
it was fun. I
really liked
it would be good. I was doing pretty good in it. I think.
Yeah, we were
when
both
I
doing
was
well.
when I was the little dude running around.
Yeah.
I would throw you off
Yeah.
pretty regularly.
Well, yeah. I mean,
uh,
that's what you do.
uh-huh.
So
I'm
still would
patting
get
myself
you.
on the back
I know that. I don't know why you're
Uh,
doing that.
because I can.
Yeah.
It's
Do
not-
you need that much encouragement?
You know, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. I know it's one level that it's like a lava level.
Uh-huh.
There's 3 different orbs you have to deactivate.
Mhm.
And you were doing really well. Like, you got through the first one before I like, oh no, where'd you go? I lost you.
I gave you the slip.
Yeah, I lost you, and then and then before you know it, you had deactivated the orb. And I'm like, oh crap. And
Yeah, I got to the first two with it.
And then I
quick.
followed you. I was able to keep up with you up to the second one, and then I lost you again for a bit. And then I was like, I know he's going into this area, and I managed to like spot you through a window, down in a stairwell, as you were like, as I was chasing you, and you were like, you hesitated for a second or something, and then I just zapped you, and you were like, it was pretty satisfying.
Now who's patting his shit?
I'm just saying, if you're gonna do back patting, I'm gonna do it too.
It's fun.
It's a lot
If you have
of
a VR setup, you should definitely check it out.
It's so hard to be like playing cool and you got this light shining up. The person looking right at you, but there's other people there.
Yeah.
Or like hiding behind a column and waiting for another NPC.
That's what I would do sometimes. I would just like go, okay, just wait.
Just hang out.
You gotta time it right.
Yeah. And then wait for like another NPC to walk behind that column, and then you walk out ahead of them so you can like be like, oh, I'm that person.
I would let the other one go. Like if you knew I was in an area, I would wait till one comes through.
So you would follow.
Not always. I wouldn't follow. I would wait for it to go out, and you would think that was me, so you would zap him, and then I would run through.
Yeah.
That worked pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I can see the play style being different depending on who's overseeing.
Well, the first time we played, I didn't do that well. I didn't know where you were for most of the game.
Yeah.
Even though the map's really simple, there's only one orb.
Yeah.
I didn't know where you were most because we were first time playing. I kind of only half understood what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that I started looking at you from the beginning.
Yeah.
I just thought, oh, he's one of these things, and now I'm like, how do I figure out which one he is? And
I'm
like,
you were in like, is that you I'm looking at? And I didn't say anything. I was like, yeah.
And I thought,
thinking,
maybe, surely it doesn't just start you staring at. No, it does. Every time it starts you like you're looking at him, you know where he is. But then there's like they're in a little room that you can't get to him, and you have to like figure out. Usually there's more than one way out, and you have to start following them.
Yeah, there's a couple of bottlenecks. That, you just gotta keep an eye on it, and it's pretty good.
It's really good. I really highly recommend. If you have a VR system and a friend, go get it.
Yeah, in these trying
or go find a homeless person to play with you.
I would do that. COVID's running rapid.
That's true. Don't bring random strangers into your home. Take the VR set to the streets.
No, don't do that either.
To them.
If you don't have someone, don't play.
They're good at finding places where you can get free power.
What?
Yeah, so you can plug up everything.
Okay. All right, if you say so. We played some Gang Beast.
Yeah, we did play Gang Beast. I forgot.
We were kind of like bouncing. We were all kind of burned out on our normal games, so we were trying to find something new.
Yeah, we just wanted to hang out.
And so we started playing Gang Beast, which Gang Beast is fun. It's ridiculous. It's just absurd.
Fantastic.
For anyone who doesn't know, Gang Beast is
it's like a wrestling game.
It's a wrestling game, basically, where you have wonky controls and you just basically
basically you have one button to grab with one arm, one button to grab with the other arm, and then you have a button that lifts your arm, a button that sits you down,
and then you have a button that jumps.
Yeah, the button that jumps.
And the button that grabs, also, if you just tap them, you punch.
Yeah.
And so basically, you're just it's an all-out brawl to get knock people off the map, and it's
you got random maps, and all of them you're either trying to throw them out of the ring or off the building or out the elevator glass window.
It's just absurd.
It's absurd, and it's
a
lot
really
of
difficult.
You're just grabbing each other and like pulling and then punching and trying to knock each other out.
Because they're grabbing you, you're grabbing them, and you're just kind of hoping you can let go of them, and they'll let go of you at the right time, and they fall.
Yeah, even if you knock them unconscious, you try to pick them up, and
they'll wake up.
It's still not easy. One, they wake up, start grabbing you back. You go to throw them, kind of, but it's not easy.
There's
to throw.
no real throwing
it's
mechanic. You just kind of dangle and hope they
try to get up on a ledge and drop them, but then they wake up and they're grabbing onto you or the ledge or both, and they're stretched between you.
It's just absurd.
It's hilarious. We had a blast playing it.
It's fun. We played it a good bit.
A lot of screaming at each other.
Now, this first time I've actually, since I've upgraded my computer, I've hooked up my PlayStation controller Bluetooth to my computer.
It's really nice.
Very nice. It's so much better than having to plug in the wire to use it on PC. So I do recommend it.
Yeah.
If you can get a computer with Bluetooth,
Or buy a Bluetooth adapter.
You
or
can do that,
antenna too. I think.
yeah,
would
you
work.
can do that as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
I did it with mine a while ago, and I'm like, this is
Play-
great.
PlayStation controller is the way to go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that means I'll probably never use my
Your Steam controller.
Steam controller again. But unless I'm using my Steam Link,
Yeah.
which it's not. I don't do. And there's a Steam Link app now,
Yeah. I knew there was something like that.
so you can like pull up in browser or whatever and stream your games to other things. So you don't have to have a
Steam Link to do it.
Steam Link box.
We got them really cheap.
Yeah, that's
They
the
were
only
just
reason I
on
have them. They
sale
were like
and they were
$5.
getting rid of them. So it was like
Mine
$5.
Mine's not working right now though. I
Oh,
haven't
really?
tried to figure it out.
Yeah, that's right. You borrowed mine.
Yeah, yours is hooked up in our living room
Yeah.
because I couldn't get mine to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's what I get for spending $5 on it. Did you play anything else?
No, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's it.
Okay. Well, let's cover some news.
Sure.
Right off the bat, I want to talk about the NVIDIA.
Is it bat or is it back?
I said bat. It's
I know.
BAT, bat. Right off the bat.
I thought it was back. Right off the back.
No, it's
Isn't
right
that-
off the bat.
No,
Like
I
a-
don't think so.
Like it's a baseball terminology.
No, I think it's like a backpack thing.
No.
Like, you carry things on your back, you take it
I
right
I
off.
don't know if you're really dumb or if you're really pretending to be dumb, but either way, you're dumb. I could be completely wrong too, but I'm pretty sure it's not back for sure. It's definitely bat. Right off the bat.
Okay.
I don't know if you're messing with me. Anyway, the NVIDIA RTX
Yes.
video cards,
The new ones.
the new one, the
The
3070 was
Yeah.
supposed to release October 15th.
Yes.
Has
Next-
been
this week.
delayed to October 29th,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Because you
Uh,
were waiting to purchase it.
Yeah, and because I was going to try to grab it on the 15th for the 737.
You think you were going to get one?
But not likely.
Not likely.
Not likely at all.
No.
The bots are bad. And
You don't like it, the bots?
I don't like the bots.
The bots are very bad.
They're very bad.
Uh-huh.
So they pushed it back the date to allow them to have more stock at release, which is nice, but I don't know if we'll be able to get them. They also, NVIDIA has no longer restocking the NVIDIA card on their website
Yeah.
because apparently the bots buying them directly from them has been really bad.
Really
They're having trouble counteracting them.
Yeah.
So they're sending all theirs to Best Buy,
Really? Which is where you wanted to buy it
which is
from
where I
them?
want to buy them.
Yeah.
but-
because it is the Best Buy.
It's also I have a Best Buy card.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. So now the Nvidias are going to them, which means Best Buy will get more stock, but they haven't restocked since the 5th.
Yeah.
For the 3080s
Yeah.
and 3090, I don't think it's restocked since the 1st.
Yeah.
But so I've started keeping an eye on the 3080s because I was looking at it because Best Buy has a thing for your birthday month. You get a discount
Yeah.
on I guess one purchase. I don't know if it's multiple, whatever. So I get like a 10%. It's kind of varies depending on the item, but roughly a 10% discount. So it made me start looking at the 3080 because the 3070s are like $499. The retail price is $499. The 3080s are $699. Well, with the discount, it's like $629. I was like, well, it saves
It's only
it's $70.
$100 something more.
It's $200 more.
Yeah, it's
But
still like.
I'd save $70 with the discount
But
that
you're
I get.
still spending more money.
I am spending more money, but it's already out,
Yeah.
so that there's a chance it might come in stock,
Yeah.
and I may have a better chance of getting it.
Yeah.
So far, I haven't seen it once.
Yeah.
I've seen it on eBay. For
Yeah.
like,
Oh God. Yeah.
like more than twice the value.
That's
It's like
ridiculous.
averaging anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 for the cards that retailed at $699. You're like, that's ridiculous. Even sent a message to a guy on eBay because he had one listed because he claims to he bought one the NVIDIA one, but then he was able to get an EVG one, what is it? EVGA one that he preferred. Which I'm finding it difficult to believe he was able to just get two
of them. No problem. I got
really
two.
No.
I don't know what the problem.
He supposedly bought the NVIDIA one on eBay for $1,300,
which is stupid.
Which was stupid.
Yeah.
Because as I said, it's like the way you stop the bots is you just don't buy them.
Yeah.
For more than retail price.
No.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
And so I messaged the guy. He was in Houston, and said, you'll do pickups if you're local. And I was like, well, I'll drive to Houston, but I'm not paying more than retail.
Yeah.
I was like,
He's not
I offer you $700, and I'll come and pick it up personally.
Yeah.
And well, no, I couldn't let go for that. I paid $1,308.
I was like,
which
well,
is
you're
not
an idiot.
even what he said on the ad. The posting says he's losing $100 and he has it listed for $1,400. And I was like, so you're full of shit.
Yeah. I mean the whole thing's probably full of shit to begin with.
Yeah. I think it's all BS.
Yeah.
I think he bought it and whatever. And I was like, you used the bot probably to get it, and then you got it. And now you're trying to sell it off as if it was,
Yeah.
Anyway. So I was like, now I'll give you $700 for it, or I'll just wait.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll come back into stock.
Yeah.
Maybe next year, but I'll wait. And that's kind of the route I'm going.
Yeah. I mean, you're not in a hurry.
I'm not in a hurry. There's nothing I need that I can't play yet. Maybe when Cyberpunk comes out, but that's not till next year.
Month.
I got it delayed. Didn't it get delayed?
I thought it was out in November.
I think Cyberpunk got delayed.
Did it get delayed again?
It's possible. I thought it got delayed, but maybe
It did. I thought it got delayed to November.
Maybe.
I'm gonna pull it up.
I could be wrong on that. Well, while you're looking that up, I'm gonna talk about something else. So.
Yeah, it still says November 19th, 2020.
Oh, I thought it got pushed to 20. Maybe I just assumed it was gonna happen because of the COVID.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it was originally supposed to come back in like April, and then it got pushed back to September. Now it's pushed to November. So hopefully it comes out. I'm looking forward to it.
So speaking of the RTX, so the RTX 3090 has 24 gigs of RAM. Video RAM.
Wow.
24 gigs of video RAM.
Okay.
So someone on the internet used some software to install Crysis 3 on the video card and still able to run it at 4K. So there's enough space on the video card to install the entire Crysis 3, which is like 12 gigs, I think.
And still run it.
And run it, strum the video card with the additional leftover memory of 10 gigs or whatever, and run it at 4K, no problem. Which I think is absurd.
That's pretty crazy.
There's enough memory to run a whole game on it. Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3090s are ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're expensive too. They're retail like $1,200, I think, and then they're
retailing at what I pay for my 380. Or my 2080. So.
Yeah. See, and you guess the one you have is harder to find.
Yeah, it's a good
TI.
card. The TI, yeah.
I found it, but it's not cheap, and I don't want to go that much for a card, so we'll see. Baldur's Gate 3 came out last week.
Yeah, I was pushing hard for us and Mayhem to purchase it.
Yeah.
And all play together.
Yeah.
But we're waiting on Ham.
Yeah, Ham said he's
got too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
Too many games. Gotta wait till the next week or so before we get it. So I'm holding off. I'm excited about playing it, but
I think it'll be good because they are fixing stuff.
Yeah, it's in early access. But still, I want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to all play it together.
The creators of the game were mocking the players.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because they have metadata, or not metadata, analytics that like pulls information with people building characters and stuff while playing the game.
Yeah.
And apparently they see the characters people are creating.
Yeah.
And apparently, according to them, all their players are boring.
Well, yeah, I read
like
about
really
apparently
generic.
they initially thought that their analytics was not working.
Yeah.
Because they pulled in all the user data,
Dater.
and
that gator
basically
data.
got the average build and made a character using the average of, and it ended up just like the standard white dude with dark hair.
It looks
like
like a
the
vault.
basic default character.
They compared him to a vault dweller.
Yeah, they said congratulations, you all made the
default.
starting character in the Fallout games. You're like, yeah.
Yeah. Not surprising. Not surprising there at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, we gave you tails and horns and
all
demon
kinds of weird
eyes and
stuff.
all this shit,
And
and you made a white dude.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the hell?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. Xbox Game Pass possibly coming to iOS in 2021.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, they apparently have potentially got a way to get around the Apple's having to, because any streaming service like that has to they have to like every game that's on it has to go through their verification process for Apple. Well, apparently they're gonna do a thing where they're going it through the browser, not the App Store.
Weird.
So it's gonna be a browser-based app thing. So that will apparently work on iOS.
Huh.
So I'm curious to see how it works.
Yeah.
Not that I'm gonna play
No.
my Game Pass on my phone.
Yeah. I mean, you could.
You could. I'm not going to. Rambo is coming to Mortal Kombat.
I saw that. Yeah.
The classic Rambo, like
Yeah,
First
he
Blood
fits-
Rambo.
Yeah. He fits in just with everything else that go with
Yeah.
RoboCop and all the other stuff that they.
Yeah,
Very
you know,
80s.
mhm.
Terminator. I
Yeah.
mean, all
Terminator's
that
in
stuff just
it.
fits right in.
RoboCop.
Next, we just need to bring the Karate Kid and like the
the
Beverly Hills Cop,
a xenomorph.
Bruce Willis.
the alien from Alien.
I think that's been done.
Has it? I think
Yeah.
it has too.
I'm
But
pretty sure that was in one of those games.
yeah, but it's just weird.
No.
But it doesn't surprise me.
And
Why
they
don't
just
they
need
get
to-
Ripley? That would be pretty good.
Yeah, it would be good.
Yeah, she could be badass, and like one of her power moves would be the giant robot like ripping.
Oh
you in
yeah,
half.
that'd be good.
That'd be good.
That'd be the fatality. She
It
comes
throws a
up in the
cat
ro-
at you,
yeah,
too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because the first one, the cat jumps out at him
Yeah.
and scares him,
Yeah.
and then that's the reason the second one happened, because the cat got impregnated.
Yeah.
Don't you remember Alien?
Yeah, I
thing?
remember the movies. Yeah. They
speaking-
should do one where it's like a duo, and it's
You-
Riggs and Murtaugh from
one of them's
from-
like, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
And the other one just shoots guns. He does nothing else. He just dun 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 dun.
Oh, is that what guns sound like?
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
It's
I was
my
doing do earlier. And
Yeah.
that was wrong.
Well, we have different tactics.
Uh-huh. Maybe it depends on the caliber.
Facebook banned a militia group on their platform recently, but it wasn't a real militia group. It was a Fallout 76 militia.
Really?
Yeah. They didn't ban the militia group that were actually inciting violence. Where
And
they banned the
threatening to
ones
kidnap someone or
Mhm.
trying to do a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They didn't do that, but they did ban the
one that was
the
tied
fake
to a
militia group that is tied to Fallout 76.
Wow.
They did reinstate it like a day later.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Guys, it's a video game.
Hey, dude. Man, this Fallout 76 group, they're brutal.
Man, they're talking about the world like it's an apocalypse and full of radiation and
Yeah.
zombies, and like, what world are they living in?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're all from West Virginia.
Some of them aren't, though. It's weird.
It's really weird. They keep talking about like they're in Virginia, but they're not in Virginia. Something suspicious going on here. Let's block them. What about all these people spewing hate and racism? No, they're fine.
They're fine. They haven't breached our code of conduct. But if you say men are trash, we'll boot you.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Well, it's because Mark Zuckerberg wrongfully thinks he's a man.
Thinks not a robot.
Yeah, I don't know what he is, but
I don't think he has
I
genitals.
think he's actually a wet noodle.
I'm pretty sure he has no genitals.
He's like a Ken doll.
He's just
Completely
smooth. No nipples. No belly button.
None of that.
No
Just
penis.
hard, just like malleable plastic.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't even pee or poop.
Wow, that must be convenient.
It's not pleasant for anyone involved.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
He just regurgitates anything he eats.
that's why he looks
like
the
an
way he
owl.
does.
His head completely swivels around like an owl, too.
Yeah. He we went on a tangent there.
Yeah.
Overwatch will be free to play this week
Whoa.
for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers.
I saw that on there.
Yeah.
I was like, what's up with Overwatch? And I went on.
I was tempted to try it just to see what
Only
it's
half?
like on the Switch.
Only half?
I have Overwatch.
Yeah.
I don't play it.
But you don't want to be a full tempted.
No.
No.
No. I don't want to be teased like that. I only like half temps.
Okay.
It'll be October 13th to 20th. You can play it on the Switch for free.
Okay.
So if you want to give it a try on the mobile device or haven't played it and you have a Switch and online subscription, you can play it. So it's not really free. You're already paid for it.
It's like yeah. Well, it's really cheap.
It is really
I mean, it's like $20 a year or so.
yeah, it's the cheapest one
Yeah.
as far as subscription
Yeah.
services go.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to cover?
No, I think that's
it.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, we're gonna wrap this up so I can go lay in bed and play Hades so that my girlfriend can fall asleep.
Yes.
Please go to our website at duddandan.com. That's DUDNDAN.com. Or you can go to duddan.com because I'm an
For the
idiot.
time being.
For the time being, until I decide whether I want to renew that subscription in a year or two, whatever.
We'll see what the funds are like.
We'll see what it's like. We'll see where we're at. Please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Dud and Dan.